Good afternoon, folks, over the roar of the river nearby. Starting our hiking on our second to last day. We're going to be up here looking for, hopefully, rubber boas. Now, rubber boas are quite a bit of a different creature to go after than most other snakes. They're kind of similar to the mountain kings from the last episode in that they like it on the cooler side, so you're more apt to find them on a day like this where it's 68 degrees right here and cloudy. But they take it to even more of an extreme where they will be out on the crawl when it's between 40 and 50 degrees Fahrenheit and overcast. They'll start basking while there's still snow surrounding them. And they live in these really, sometimes very steep, like this trail is, shady areas that you'll maybe find amphibians near, but not a lot in terms of other reptiles. So they're a very strange thing to target sometimes. At least in this part of their range, it is a very rich, lush habitat that you're walking through, an incredible array of wildflowers and other interesting things to be found. However, unfortunately, on this first hike, wildflowers were about the only thing that showed up. There was that juvenile squirrel that was hanging out in the tree as well, but not a whole lot else moving at all. No rattlesnakes, no garter snakes that I saw, not even really any lizards that I could find. It was just quiet all around. Unfortunately, I would find out while I was up on this hike looking around, enjoying the sights, trying to find stuff down in the parking lot, there was tragedy. I'm going to blur it, but there was a rubber boa that was hit while I was on the trail, and it was hit down in the parking lot 100 feet from where my car was. A little juvenile would have been the first that I've ever seen alive if I had been down there maybe an hour earlier coming back from the trail. Who knows? It was confirmation that they were in the area, but it was quite a heartbreak to come back down to. I almost reached the snow line. Still no live boas to make up for the dead one. It's still not the boa I'm hoping for, but we got these gigantic leopard slugs over here. I do believe that these are considered invasive. They're not native to the mountains up here, but they're kind of everywhere now, and they can get quite large. Still not a boa, but we got a garter snake. Well, it's a snake at least. Boy, this one's a stinker. But we've not skunked snake-wise so far today at least, but hopefully we'll still turn up the snakes that we're looking for. It's a very pretty garter though. He's got a very nice high contrast stripe on his back, which is not exactly common when it comes to the wanderers. And a pretty strong stripe on the side too, so he's got some nice color. We won't bother him too long though. Just let him back on his way over here. Alright, so night cruising did not produce anything to help offset that sad find of the dead baby boa. So There's a very, very tiny chance that while I'm looking for milk snakes tomorrow morning, one could get flipped up in that canyon, but it's a little bit of a lower elevation, drier space than they're usually found, so looks like that one I'll be coming back for. Not quite enough yet to wrap this up, so we'll see you in the morning. Hopefully we'll get a milk. Alrighty folks, last day in Utah. Coming up onto a hillside here to flip some rocks and see if anything turns up. I already see there's quite a few rocks out here, although the question is, for most of these, are they flippable? I'm guessing these big boulder ones are not. Oh, there's a racer. And there he goes. So we've got this big hillside full of rich purple-red grass. It looks pretty, doesn't it? Unfortunately, that is Bromus tectorum, cheatgrass, which is not native to the US and is one of the worst invasive species in the West. These guys, this stuff chokes out native grasses, increases fire likelihood to beyond what the native species are meant for. And they also move out species like horned lizards that need more open sandy spaces to hang out. Cheatgrass grows on that and blocks out their housing. Well, if nothing else, we got ourselves our classic racer. Alright, another yellow-bellied racer. This guy was just kind of sitting out, trying to warm up. The clouds have moved in, so he's cooled down quite a bit. It's probably the only reason I've been able to catch him and also not get bit yet. Very, very alert animal, though. You can see he's watching everything that's going on. They are pretty. I was half hoping, though, that color is very, very similar to what I'd expect rubber boas to present most of the time, especially bigger ones, so I was half hoping that was what I was looking at, but these guys are still cool nevertheless. Alright, sir. Right under this rock here. Oh, and he's gorgeous too. Okay, I've got to try and flip this without getting bit. There he is. I just want him to sit for a minute for a photograph. Stay put. And I just want to photo. You are one of the prettiest snakes I've seen so far. Finally, not leaving Utah without at least one Great Basin, and this one is the darkest so far. Whoop. I don't want him going too far just yet. He is a gorgeous snake. Lovely dark colors. We just kind of want to see him for just a second, but what a beautiful animal. He's got some great coloration. Alright, we might let him under his rock now. He's not going to go too far at least, but nice to see. Gorgeous colors on him. Seems every trip that I take, the Great Basins that I find get more and more high contrast, so hopefully the next trip to Utah that I make, I'll finally find one of the ones that are coming in the brilliant, like black and white contrasted pattern. I should address though, if you visit Utah and you find these guys, don't do what I did and mess with them with the hook, because technically these rattlesnakes are protected in Utah and there is not supposed to be any sort of handling them in any manner without permits. So I was a little desperate. I wanted to get photos and I did that, but that was a mistake. Do not do the same as me. Now, after we found this guy, I relocated again, trying to find the one last rattlesnake that lives in, well, Utah, but also in Colorado that I have not yet seen yet. Moved into the kind of general Moab area, the Colorado River Basin, where we found a lot of interesting plants, but the reptiles became slow to find again. All right, folks. Unless a miracle happens tonight while we're cruising, I think the milk snakes have also failed us on this particular trip. So we have relocated approximately 180 miles southeast. We are now within the Colorado River Canyon system, and we're going to go poke around over there to see if there's anything going on in these little side canyons until it gets dark. Fingers crossed for midget-faded rattlesnake in particular, but also Great Plains rat snakes, the intermontane variety. Milk snakes are possible. Black-headed snakes are possible too, I guess. Whip snakes. We'll see. Well, we've got snake evidence here. Not entirely sure what species, although with the smooth scales here, I'm guessing it might actually be whip snake. But going under that rock, I don't know if this rock is movable, but I'm going to check it out a little bit here. Not a snake, but a very nicely colored side-blotched lizard hanging out in the canyon over here. Not quite the blue of the one that I found in New Mexico, but still a very pretty lizard. So I'm not seeing any snakes yet, but the number of bats that are out here is kind of incredible. You can see them flitting all over the place. Hopefully the camera is picking them up. There's one right in the middle there. But there's hundreds upon hundreds of bats along here. Multiple different sizes, so there's several different species. Very cool. There's a bear! And, okay, it just went off the road. Alright, folks, that's a wrap on Utah for 2025. Quite a few things that we've still missed. This night did not produce the midget-faded rattlesnake that I've been shooting for, although possible we could make a short trip out here sometime during summer to try and remedy that at least, but we'll see. No guarantees exactly where I'm going to be next, although shooting for Texas, but wherever I'll be, make sure to tune in. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything coming up. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like on it. Share it if you know somebody else who'd like to see it. Leave your comments, questions down below the video. If you'd like to see more about what I do with the animals and the plants and stuff that I work with here at Carlton Carnivores, you can find my website at carltoncarnivores.com. You can also find photos, video tidbits, and such on social media, following me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, etc. at Carlton Carnivores. These videos, the trips that I take, they do cost quite a bit of time and money. So if you'd like to help support in more than just watching the channel, which does really help if you watch the videos all the way through, but if you'd like to help support in a more financial manner, consider joining as a Patreon member at patreon.com/hcarlton. Members there get exclusive benefits back, including exclusive merchandise, early access to the videos, and more. You can buy plants and animals and such. Buy plants and merchandise at the website shop. For animals, you got to contact me directly. But you can also donate at Coffee or simply contact me for other methods. Most of the links for these things will be in the video description below. But until next time, I'm Honkin' Carlton. This is Carlton Carnivores.